So, just to introduce myself and say a little bit about ourselves, my name is Brian and my wife's name is Archana, and we have a 6-year-old son called Joel. He's got Down syndrome and some learning disabilities associated with Down syndrome, and he's also PEG fed because he cannot swallow, and his condition makes him quite easily prone to infections. So we got to take care of him and protect him as much as we can. About Joel catching flu recently, what happened is during that week, from Monday to Wednesday, he went to school as normal, but when he came back from school, it was he was not looking right, and he was quite cranky in the night. And but we continued to send him until Wednesday. But Thursday and Friday, we just kept him at home, didn't send him to school, in the hope that he will get some rest and hopefully, including the weekend, and hopefully be well enough to go back to school on Monday. His symptoms were like body ache and a raised temperature, which we were trying to treat at home with paracetamol. So when it got worse, what happened is during the week that he was unwell, uh, and even with the 2 days of rest, he didn't seem to be getting any better. So on the Saturday morning, we called the out of hours GP, and he was checked. The symptoms at the GP's didn't seem to be so bad, but they were concerned about his heart rate, and we went to the A&E in the pediatric section, and he was checked there by the pediatric team. So he was in Torbay. He was kept under observation with his heart rate being monitored, and they were, I think, in constant touch with the specialists in Bristol Children's Hospital for their advice because of his heart rate. But there was nothing they could do to get it better. It was constantly very low. So the Bristol team in Bristol advised the doctors in Torbay Hospital to send Joel to Bristol, and that an ambulance is coming to take Joel to Bristol. So which happened later in the evening. And in Bristol, he was kept in the pediatric ICU under observation to monitor his heart rate. At the same time, being treated also for his infection. Joel's heart rate was low, but also his SATs were very low, and even with the oxygen, they were struggling to bring it up to a safe level. So he was intubated on Monday, and he remained intubated for more than 2 weeks. They found that he his airway was blocked. He needed a little bit of surgical intervention there to get that airway cleared. And whilst he was being treated for his infection and to help with his heart, with his low SATs, the cardiac team monitored him, and they said he definitely needs a pacemaker, but that they will be able to do only when the infection is when he's free from infection completely. And thankfully, with the antibiotics, everything was going in the right direction. They were checking the bloods on a regular basis, and things were moving in the right direction. And discharged within a couple of days. He's he's good now. He's recovered well. About how we feel of what happened, well, it's difficult to say because it was scary, the way things were going and how to what level that infection took him. It was really scary, and we do think that that if he had all his vaccinations and all the precautions taken in time, his hospital admission could have been avoided, and all that Joel went through and we as a family went through. So it was difficult for us as a family, and the traumatic experience for Joel himself. Our advice to other parents would be that they take the wonderful opportunity available to them with all the vaccinations to make the best use of all the things that are on offer free on the NHS, and keep themselves and the children vaccinated to protect them from infection and avoid hospital admissions